those of us who are members, fellow members. And for that, we give thanks. And help us, O Lord, at last, to give you thanks for those opportunities you put before us. Help us to hold our heads high, to open our eyes wide, to see the things that you're doing, then give us the resolve to accomplish those things. I pray all this in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Kevin, take it away.
All right, we're gonna do something a little different here. We're gonna, before we get into all of our niceties. We're gonna do our distinguished Rotarian presentation. So I'm happy that stand, where do you want me to stand? Oh, that's So it is my great and distinct honor to recognize this year's Charlotte Dilworth South End Distinguished Rotarian. Something that's probably long overdue for a guy who's been giving a lot to this club over the years. And Jenny, if you can just start advancing the slides.
It's David!
We have, can you get rid of that? This meeting recording. It's blocking my logo here. Thank you. So these are all the folks who've been honored in the past. We've had like 30-something Rotarians since the inception of the award, beginning with Jim Whittington. I mean, what an all-star. And we've had some all-stars since that time. Every single person on here has done some incredible things, except that last person. Maybe the person before the last person. Jenny, keep going. Can everybody online hear as well? Barbara, can you hear? Okay, cool. Okay. So just a few background facts. If we can start.
Yeah, we can hear you loud and clear.
He was one of 5 children. The 1950 U.S. Census, and yes, I did go there, Howard. At age 11, with siblings at ages 9, 3, 2, and a relative newborn, who I think the census record reflected as being born in July. Next. He graduated from Jackson High School around 1957, and I have proof of that. And then he began attending Lambuth College in Jackson. He joined the U.S. Air Force after college and served in the Air Weather Service in Nashville. And probably the most important part of his life is he met his wife, Patsy, who we are honored to have here today at Vanderbilt University, where she was in nursing. So there's a picture of young Howard taken, that's a junior picture of Howard, taken in high school, 1956. And that's a picture of him in Lambuth College. He does have kind of those Elvis eyes, doesn't he? Next slide. I found this on Facebook and I thought this was fascinating. So tell us about that. This is from your high school?
Yes.
So that's a chair that has Howard's name on it, but he had homes. There were a bunch of Castlemen who had chairs
My nephew, beat us all up and made us buy a chair and make the main auditorium.
Got it. I love it. I love it. Well, I'm sure this one is front and center. That main auditorium.
It should be in that.
Yes. Next slide, Jenny. Here we have this wonderful, wonderful
I wish that I could.
Patsy. Can you, oh, you can see that. Ms. Huff and Lieutenant Castleman had exchanged their pledge to wed one another. This was taken from newspaper archives. Keep going. And then, being the smart guy that he is, with Patsy's parents living in the Charlotte area, our Lieutenant Castleman at that time decided it was probably a good thing to move to Charlotte. Keep going. So this was coverage of the wedding in North Carolina and in Tennessee. And this is just a brief article from both states covering the wedding that occurred. Keep going, Jim. Then life in Charlotte took on its own life. He worked at packaged products for a number of years. And then he started his own printing business. He joined Rotary, I'm not sure about this date, but this is what DAC TV says, 1/1/91. That sounded awfully fake to me. But is that right, Howard?
That's about right.
Okay, okay.
Good enough government work.
There you go.
New Year's resolution.
That's right. And I've heard from other members here that he's done so much for this club and frankly for other clubs in terms of the printing of Rotary documents for Rotary projects and fundraisers, tickets, flyers, posters, stationery, keep going, Jim. And as one of them said, he literally helped out in any way he could to make that particular event successful. And when Jenny and I first started here in 2017, one of the things that he did for me was I went by his office and he helped me with the very first edition of the membership brochure. I still have a few copies of that thing in my phone. Metro mailing and printing was Howard's place of business. That's his DAC TV picture. I apologize for the resolution, but that's the best we could do.
We need a better picture.
We need a better picture.
Of most of us.
It didn't get much better than that.
But I just wanted to go over a few of his highlights, a few of his achievements as a Dilworth Rotarian. He's literally been the quiet guy in the background, but just agreeing to get things done whenever we needed work to be done. He's a multiple Paul Harris Society fellow. He's a member, a charter member of our Polio Plus Society. He has a history of working on our service projects, including crisis assistance, Second Harvest, Peace Boulevard street cleaning, the Diaper Bank of North Carolina, and Medicist. And I'm not kidding when I say he's been a rock star there. Now, of course, most of y'all know I kind of live at Medicist, so, and that's fine, that's what I choose to do. But I'll tell you who spends the second most amount of time there, who has spent the second most amount of time from this club, from all of the clubs. We have literally 10 clubs participating in Medicist. This guy right here is number 2 in terms of hours devoted to Medicist for this year. And I just think that deserves a round of applause. He always volunteers to help out at meetings. Even today, he showed up a little bit earlier and he was here to help in any capacity. And
But he does not play games.
He does not play games. No, he does not play
It's
games.
not volunteer.
Kelly is still harboring grudges.
I'm gonna get him one day. I'm gonna get him.
But this,
Sorry.
boy, oh boy. Man, oh man. Okay.
Yeah, trust it.
So where his heart truly lies? Well, his wife clearly lies with, his heart truly lies with his wife Patsy, children Elizabeth and Hayes. We are honored to have Hayes here today, and 4 grandchildren, Shaw, Megan, Allie, and Huff. We're also honored to have here former Rotarian Billy Austin and his wife, Jane. Thank you. I apologize, that's my mind.
Bill's the one that got me in this book.
Oh, good.
So was it a
We're happy.
January
And that's a picture I stole of Howard and some family members from Facebook at the bottom. some pictures of Howard's service to the club. Those two of Med Assist, 3 Med Assist, and then some others here. Club service project, street cleaning.
I'll make it say.
Sandwich making?
Yep, sandwich making, yep, that was at Crisis. More, that was in the age of Orange Vest. We like to switch our vests periodically, but more street cleaning, Howard's a regular there. More Crisis and Second Harvest and another project here for the diaper bank, I think. So it gives me great pleasure to award our trophy, our award, our plaque to none other, and I want, will somebody please take pictures?
Oh,
I want Howard to come on up here. And first of all, I am going to give you this Distinguished Rotarian Award, which, as you will note, will have your name on here.
I'm in that, oh, really?
Yeah, it's gonna be right there, right there, so you can hold that up. No, you keep that. Keep that over here. This is yours, however, and I would like Patsy to come up, please, because this could not happen without the grateful assistance and support from you. And we are so grateful to present this to Howard and Patsy in honor of his designation. Hold that up, my friend.
Get in there. All right, Kathy. Thank you.
Stand right. Here, let's put this back in here. Howard, we're gonna give you 30 seconds to make a few remarks if you want.
Wait, let me say something first. Howard, let me say something first.
Is that part of my time?
No.
Reclaiming my time.
When we said that we wanted you to be it, the whole committee, it was unanimous.
It was totally
It was
unanimous.
unanimous.
Yes.
And at the district conference, there will be a special breakfast, I think it is, for the miscellaneous. So we will make sure you get the information on that.
Okay.
Well, you need to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's bottom line. You just need to be
Bottom
there.
line, bottom line, I gotta be there.
You gotta be
And
there.
Kathy.
I've been the first one.
Yes.
No, I'll tell you what, I see that all the names on that list, and I think about how much guys pull me, and then, I feel like that much compared to some of these guys. So, you know, it's just amazing, amazing. But anyway, I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Howard, thank you.
Does anybody here or online want to make any comments real quick?
It was very interesting watching his eyes when these people walked in. What the heck is going on here?
I'm sure.
I was really surprised he came. Yeah.
Well, this was all Kate's doing. I want you to know.
Yes,
Kate,
it was.
Kate is a master.
These are my neighbors, many years.
Alright.
This one was in great fun with my son. They were in trouble all the time. They grew up really
They outgrew their fun.
Howard, brother had said, well done, Howard, well deserved. Thank you for all you do for the mother. Okay, we are going to get offline now and do our other business, and then let Kelly take over. You guys, in 2 weeks, have a great,
Jenny? Are you gonna do announcements?
yes.
Yeah, you may want to keep them online.
Oh, okay, we'll do announcements instead for. You wanna go first, Kate? You're talking about party, right?
We are planning a fun social on Tuesday, the 4th of April at Toscano's. It's happy hour, so come have a drink, and we'll provide the appetizers, and I think there'll be plenty that might even make a dinner out of it, if that works, but, we've only got 9 signed up, I hope some more of you
There's at least 12.
will, excuse me?
There's at least 12.
Oh, there's 12, okay, I haven't looked at this morning. But we look forward to seeing you all Tuesday at Toscano's at South Park, happy hours from 5 to 7. Drinks are your responsibility, but we'll provide the appetizers.
Thank you. Mark that one off my list.
Okay.
Special thanks to David, Kelly, and Amarja for running things while Kevin and I were out the last 2 weeks. We really appreciate it. Happy hours covered. Charlotte International is having their gala on April 18th, and they'll be honoring Kevin for his volunteer work. For Rotarians, it's $120 a piece, so if you're interested.
I'm not even paying that.
No, we're
I'm honored, but you gotta pay.
Please sign up for the district conference so we can see Howard in his glory and all the other wonderful things. Kevin will probably talk about it a little more. Queen City Impact is still looking for men's and women's deodorant. And Party in the Park, would you like to speak on it?
Yay.
Well, Party in the Park still happening, we have all our permits.
Thanks to Amarja.
We're on our way, there are a lot of hoops to jump, but we made it, and we have some big sponsors on this event, but we still need the little sponsors, so you guys still have to go out in the community and get sponsors for us. We're gonna have our beers, which was sponsored by Publix. They gave us a big donation so we can buy our raw material there. We have 2 beer breweries. One is OMB and Suffolk Punch. They're on board and they have staff and they have a tent. And I just found out yesterday that we don't have to actually cordon off the beer garden. The whole event's going to be the beer garden.
Nice
So, yeah.
But it still has to be cordoned off, doesn't it?
It does. We're gonna have to buy stakes for that. But yeah, so we're gonna have the whole area, the entire grass area, which is gonna be our function event, and it's gonna be cordoned off so people can walk around with their beer and enjoy lovely music, which Angie Ricard, she's gonna have a
4-piece band.
4-piece band.
Make your request
And,
now, Brick House.
We heard that on the way here.
We're gonna have a 4-piece band, we're gonna have great music and a PA system. We're gonna have a bounce house on one side, so it's a family friendly event. We're not gonna have the raffles anymore, just by the donations that we've got, we're gonna have a silent auction instead. So if you guys, wanna send anything my way for the silent auction, we're still collecting items for that. And we have a couple of vendors, we still have few tents open for vendors, if you know anybody who wanna get a tent and, we can work on what they can donate. It's, we said it was $200 per tent, but, we're also, with some vendors, we're also taking a percentage of their sales. So since this is our first year, we have some flexibility there.
What do you need, what types of vendors are you still missing?
I mean, we have a desserts vendor, and then I don't want anybody to compete with our burger stand, so we don't want any food people, but we'd like some kind of professional people. I thought if anybody has contact with Stretch Lab, that they could set up, somebody there, give 10-minute stretches or something, something creative. I think Angie said that she had somebody to do a hair braiding thing. I mean, something fun, nothing like too serious. We have a couple of maybe banks taking on, have some
Thanks for still
financial.
fun, that's fun.
Well,
Talking about beer and money, that'll be fun, these are bad choices.
yeah,
What
we might
about-
have like Edward Jones and, 10 people doing that kind of stuff, but then I wanted some more fun, interactive
Anything for kids
activities.
too,
Yeah, I saw
Anybody
that
knows
right.
what face painters?
face painters.
Or like henna, you can have a henna.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, or balloon.
So, I mean, we could have those kind of people there, but really, this is a fundraiser, and we want somebody to pay us to, put their tent and make some money out of it, so,
What about like a popcorn vendor or like a snack type of vendor?
that would work,
I
That's
think
not
that's a
competing
great
with the
idea.
food.
Yeah.
Especially salty,
yeah.
saltier the better.
And we can make, also, we're gonna need a lot of volunteers to pull this together. I'm gonna send out a list, I sent you one list, right?
Yeah, I just wanted to wait till our meeting
Yeah.
on Monday.
Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of volunteer opportunities before the event, on the day of the event, and a couple of opportunities after the event. I know it's gonna be a long day, so we wanna do shifts and kind of cover the whole day. The event is from 12 to 5, but we're gonna start setting up in the morning, and we need somebody with a truck, or I have an idea, so I'm gonna talk to Eric about that later. But I'm coordinating with a few people here to get this going, and so, let me know, just email me. Here's another thing, I'm gonna send out a letter, and I sent this out a couple of weeks ago, where I have the plea letter, what we're gonna do, like an appeal letter for the fundraiser, also a 501c3 letter of termination, and a flyer for our event. And if you just take that to Harris Teeter, they'll give you a gift card for free. So, just print that out and take it over there, and they'll give you gift cards. And we can use all that money, believe me. I mean, we need a lot of supplies and things like that. So this is an easy way to get gift cards. I'm gonna send out a mass email to everybody. Just if you can get that through, that'd be great. And just email me if you have anything.
And we're gonna advertise this a lot through our own area. and
Yes,
throughout our
yes,
area,
thanks,
Because we want Rotarians to show up there as well.
Yes.
Yes, Thanksgiving. We're gonna have a Facebook event page. We're setting that up now. So if you can send it around your community, share it on your page, share it on like your Nextdoor app, or if you have Facebook neighborhood groups or whatever, spread the word. And we have a couple of pages in like Dilworth Express, who's gonna advertise for us. And if you have any access to anybody in Axios or Charlotte Observer, or anybody that can run an ad for us, that'd be great.
Cindy, we should look at Charlotte Ledger,
Yeah,
because
Yeah, looks like.
Ranjit has a question.
go ahead, Ron.
Angie,
Reggie.
Yeah, actually didn't have a question, but had a comment.
Hold on a second, we gotta
just-
turn it off.
Can you hear me?
yeah.
Okay, try it
Okay, so didn't have a question, just had a comment on the Toscana social next week. It's a great time to get prospective Rotarians or people who you want to introduce to the club. It's a very low-key atmosphere. It's a nice evening. So use the opportunity to have invite people to come out as well to introduce them to our club. So don't just be thinking about us, but maybe widen it to some prospects as well.
great idea.
Yep.
David has.
You seem to forget that there is a very important vendor there that's gonna be giving out free sunscreen. And I expect anybody that comes with their children to come to
She's saving the best for
Purple
last.
Promise tent and get free sunscreen on your body when you go around the place and drink all this beer and eat all this food.
What was the name
Sorry,
of that
David.
group again?
Huh?
What was the name of that group?
It's called Purple Promise Foundation. They're going on.
We've already processed this membership.
That's it for us. Karen, you got announcements? I think your mouth is full.
Right? 1 minute here.
Oh, well, while you're.
One quick announcement is, I want to thank everybody who was able to attend the Menaces event this week. It was great. We had a almost 600 people there. It was fantastic. So thank you all for being there. Appreciate it. But speaking of Menaces, they are in the process of moving back into their store now after renovating the warehouse. And their community service manager, Andrea Tendall, sent out a message yesterday begging for help. They're looking for people to show up from 9 to 11 or 11 to 1 tomorrow at Menaces on Taggart Creek Road. So Howard has already said he's going to be there, and I am so grateful for that. We need as many hands as we can get. If you have any availability tomorrow for 2 hours, please consider showing up at Menaces. The sooner we can get their store stocked, the sooner we can get medicine to people who actually need it, who don't have insurance. And I got to share one story with you. They had an event last Saturday at New Hanover County, which is over on the coast near Wilmington. They had over 900 orders placed, which is more than they've ever had. They actually ended up serving 1,100 people that day. Now, these are people who don't have healthcare insurance, but we were able to supply them with over-the-counter medication and get many of them enlisted in the online pharmacy program that Menaces offers. As a result of, they needed help with, because they've never had that many people. I called a Rotarian in that area, he lives in Leland, his name is Chris Stevenson. And Chris said, you know what, I'll show up. Chris brought another Rotarian, his wife, and 2 other people with him, and they helped distribute those, what turned out to be 1,100 bags of over-the-counter medications. That's the kind of stuff Rotary can do. We can get people together, we can marshal resources and help people out who really need help. That's what we should be doing. So if y'all can make it tomorrow, that would be very much appreciated. 1 2-hour shift. That's all I'm looking for. We have a sign-up genius out for that. If you can do it, I would be very good.
Doesn't mean that if they allow teenagers.
Yes, they do. Yes, if they allow me, they allow teenagers. Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm saying, I don't remember, so my calendar.
District conference.
District conference, yeah.
If you can make it to the district conference, please do. May 5th through the 7th, we're gonna have 4 projects there that we're gonna be working on as well. Promising Pages will be one, Feeding Charlotte is another, Diaper Bank is one more, and there's one more that's escaping me. But we are also having a food and fun drive for Second Harvest. So we will, I think Loaves of Fishes is the other, this is the one. Yeah, but the canned food drive, no, it's not Loaves of Fishes. The canned food drive is for Second Harvest, so.
Yeah.
And it is a joint district conference with 7619, our sister district in the Greensboro area. That's it.
Kevin and I have videos that they made that, Kim made us do, so they'll be on Facebook somewhere. Pulling it, I think that's it. Anybody, okay, happy dollars now?
All right, happy dollars.
Yeah,
And since I haven't had, I'm gonna make the first donation, so I'm gonna put in a check for $50 to Dilworth Charities, and this is in honor of our distinguished Rotarians. And also the fact that I was honored to be at this event with this guy the other day, and he got this award, the Man of the Year, and how much loved he is by the NC Menaces people and how much stuff he does over there. And just think about the fact that one fact that I heard, $200 donation to NC Menaces. One person has medication for a whole year. That you can make one person that has nothing have medication for a whole year, which is, to me is like mind-boggling. So thank you for that. So that's my donation for you two guys. All right, what do we got here? Go, sir.
In honor of Howard and Patsy. On this guy over here.
And great to see Bill Lawson back. This is fantastic.
Hey, David.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna make a donation online as I usually do, but it will definitely be completely in honor of my friend and partner, Howard, for all of the great stuff you've done. I love you. I really love you. You are a good man.
Can't put that about you.
You know, he says this every week about putting online, I really don't trust him.
That's probably smart. That's probably smart.
I was wondering, who's your friend?
All right, what do you got? Gus first, you're right here on the left. What do you got? Get you before Bob. He's only a board member, we don't need that. Happy to see Bill Hall. It's great to see Bill. Thanks.
All right, part of this is for Mr. Howard over there. Congratulations to you, buddy. And the other one is, I'm a happy papa because I have a daughter that lives in Raleigh that works for Little and Associates. And she was recognized in the Triangle area this week as one of the top 25 women in business.
Wow. I was getting very nervous when you said you're a new papa. I was gonna say. You're here. Yes, sir.
None of us stand.
Howard, you in here? Go ahead.
I said, I'm thankful for my
Okay,
family.
okay. Anybody else over here? Okay, yes. Good, glad you're here. Thank you, thank you.
Howard, congratulations, and how nice your family and rest of you.
And thank you especially to Kate who arranged all this for all the people to be here.
Yes, you did a great
Yeah,
job.
thanks. We appreciate it. Good having you all with us.
Even
All
as
right.
late as this morning, she got us the picture of Patsy.
Yes.
Thank you.
One more, John, I'll be you.
I did not have
Oh, I get your first.
You can check it, because I can check it.
I
I just wanted to make a donation in honor of Martha and how hard she has worked on this
Fantastic.
Yeah.
project. So we're going to put something like that together, so thank you for doing that.
Juice, you already put one in. You want more?
Howard, congratulations. Patsy, even more congratulations. Bill, good to see you. Welcome back.
Okay, thank you all.
The other thing I wanted to say, back to the district conference, the board put together a list of people we wanted to, or people and our club for awards. So be there, hopefully we'll win some awards. And Kelly, take it away. Now we're gonna get our free thanks, Randy, for showing up. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.